Hey, we're live. Welcome to Worship Tutorials live from my house. I'm hanging out with my son, Seth. Seth is almost 7. Ain't that right, buddy? Come here. You want to be in the video with me, Seth? I have got you hanging out with me on my back porch. So we're going to sing some songs together. Seth is with me. Hello, Brett and Grant. If you have any questions, let me know. I'm actually going to try and pull, I've got a computer down here. I'm going to try and pull this video up on the computer. As you can see, Seth is still in pajamas. So, I've shared this before on the channel, but my wife is a research scientist at the University of North Carolina. And her lab is actually, Mommy, Seth. Mommy does research, right?
Yeah.
Her lab actually is studying some treatments, drug treatments for the coronavirus. So she heads up some research there that has the ability to do that. So she is an essential employee.
Can I go down?
Yeah, you can go. Seth is playing. I just wanted you to say hi, buddy. Seth is Seth is hanging out with me most of the time. And yeah, like I said, my wife Angie is an essential employee at UNC because what they're doing is pretty important there. So she's able to come home some, but we're really trying to, here in North Carolina, there is, I think we're going to go under a shelter-in-place thing soon, but we've been basically quarantined. Hey, Bradford, we've been basically quarantined here for the last 2 weeks just because we want to minimize exposure because of what Angie does and the fact that she has to go into work. So, yes, I am going to sing and play guitar. What's up, Seth? Seth is over there playing. What are you playing right now? Minecraft. He's been playing some Sneaky Sasquatch. So if you're bored and looking for a cool game, Sneaky Sasquatch is pretty cool, right? Yeah, it's pretty good. So I hope you're doing well. I hope you're faring well during this whole thing. And, your families are doing well. I suppose many of you who are watching probably know somebody who's been affected by COVID-19. And so, yeah, this thing hits all of us. And I'm not able to make as much stuff or upload as much stuff, although I've been doing okay so far. But, I figured let's just go live and do some songs together. So, Seth says it's the best when I go live. So, there's a song by Seth's favorite band at the moment, which is who, Seth? Switchfoot. There's a song out there by Switchfoot that I've wanted to be able to play. Not that I've wanted to be able to play it. I've just loved this song for so long. It's called "Won't Let You Go," and I'm gonna play it for you guys just because. Now, if you hear me cough, it's not because I am sick or anything. Seth's looking at me like. It's because he says it's because I'm singing so loud. It's because I wiped this table next to me it's a black table, but it was yellow. Like the pollen here in North Carolina is thick. So I don't really suffer from that as much, but I've been trying to sing today just because I haven't in a while and I miss it so much. And I haven't been singing or I haven't been involved in what my church is doing to stream. So I just feel like I haven't really been involved in worship ministry at my church, which is understandable because we're not supposed to be doing that kind of thing. So I just thought it would be fun to sing with you guys. So I'm gonna play this song, "Won't Let You Go." Now the thing about it is, one, I'm on my back porch, and my neighbors aren't actually not too far away from me right now, and the lighting isn't great. You can see this is super bright over here. But we'll get by. So I don't know. They probably can hear me. If somebody walks up behind me and is like, "Turn that off," we'll know that they didn't like it. But this is "Won't Let You Go." Seth can attest to there. I dropped my pick. I learned this song when, Seth? No, like an hour ago. So yeah, I listened to it. We listened to it together yesterday, but. I was like, I'm going to figure this out on the guitar. So I sort of figured it out about an hour ago. And I'm not great with the words yet.
Yes,
Seth says, yes, you did it. I got the words down here, so hopefully this computer won't fall asleep on me. But it goes something like this. Who's telling me to shut up and sing it? Thank you, Bradford. Bradford, put that person in timeout. I'll do what I want. This is my video.
Stop, Bradford. You're being mean.
No, Bradford's being... Seth. I love it. Seth is on my side. Bradford's being... Thank you, Bradford. Bradford's being good. Bradford is moderating comments, Seth. Now this person's getting even more upset because I've stopped and I'm not playing. He just wants me to play the song, Seth. We'll do it then, he says. All right, I'm going to do it. I think this is how this part goes. This is what I'm doing. Be quiet. Be quiet while I'm playing this one, Seth. How about that? We'll keep it down a little bit. Here we go. When it feels like surgery and it burns like 3rd degree and you wonder, what is it worth? And inside's breaking in, you feel that ache again, and you wonder what's giving birth. If you could let the pain of the past go of your soul, none of this is in your control. If you could only let your guard down, if you could learn to trust me somehow, I swear that I won't let you go. If you could only let go of your doubts, if you could just believe in me now, I swear that I won't let you go. I won't let you go. When the fear is currency, you feel that urgency, you want peace, but there's a war in your head. Well, maybe that's where life is born, where our facades are torn. Pain gives birth to the promise ahead. If you can let the pain of the past go, your soul, none of this is in control. If you could only let your guard down, could learn to trust me somehow, I swear that I won't let you go. You could only let go of your doubts, you could just believe in me now, I swear that I won't let you go. I won't let you go. Alright, here we go, buddy. If you could only let your guard down, if you could learn to trust me somehow, I swear that I won't let you go. If you could only let go of your doubts, and but believe in me now, I swear that I won't let you go. Tear you out from my heart. No, there ain't no strength that's strong enough that can tear this love apart. Well, there ain't no darkness strong enough Seth, you realize when you dance around, it makes the whole camera shake. It's like, I love that your dancing was just so like in tune to the song, buddy. All right, what should we sing next, Seth?
Vertigo.
Seth loves Vertigo, by the way, by U2. Like. Ons, dos, tres, 14! All right, that's all I know of Vertigo. Lights, go down, something.
Do something you know.
Okay.
Not like.
Well, Seth, I don't know that you like the songs that I have prepared to play.
Can I just play one?
Okay, so this song, but Seth, we're gonna have to keep the jumping to a minimum because every time you jump, the camera shakes. Because
Okay.
see, we're on a floating surface here. This is on my back deck, by the way.
This is floating!
Yeah, there's like space. Remember how you can crawl up underneath this thing from the bottom?
Yeah.
Yeah. Seth and I both actually, we need haircuts. And the places that cut our hair here in North Carolina are closed. All right, so this is another one. I wanted to do like some songs that are a little bit off the beaten path. So I'm seeing a lot of Sea of Victory, Sea of Victory, like songs that are real big right now that everyone's doing. I wanted to do, I mean, I think that it's a pretty safe bet that we're gonna do those
Is
songs at
Fuller
worship
subscribed
tutorials.
yet on that thing?
Huh?
Is Fuller subscribed yet on that thing?
Has Fuller subscribed to worship tutorial? Seth wants to know if Fuller has subscribed. I think Fuller is subscribed.
On
Hey,
this
don't
song,
climb on the
this
table.
song, on this song.
Oh, is Fuller watching? I don't
Yeah.
think so.
It's no way. He putting a comment there.
No, Fuller isn't commenting. Bradford is though. Do you have a message for Bradford?
Yeah.
What is it?
My friend is probably lying that he has a YouTube channel.
Oh yeah, one of Seth's good friends at school says he has a YouTube channel, but Seth is not convinced that he really does. All right, this is a song by, I say he's a friend of mine. It's not like we're close friends, but I have hung out with this guy before. His name is Sean Carter.
Wait.
Hey, Bradford said hi. He said hi to you specifically. Oh. And so this is called Passion Song. But Seth, this one's kind of a mellow one. So we can't be like jumping around. Are you gonna hang out with me though? You gonna hang out? You're like on the table.
I want to hang out, sit on the table.
Okay,
And
but
tune your guitar.
no, don't turn the tuning keys. All right, you can hang out. Don't. And this is throat coat. It tastes weird. Tastes like black licorice a little bit.
Okay, I know what that tastes like. I only had it one time before.
And you didn't like it?
Leather.
Anyway, this is called Passion Song. It's one of my favorite songs by Sean Carter. It's basically an Easter resurrection song. Talks about the passion of the Christ, basically the events leading up to and the resurrection. You want some Fresca? You have it. Lovely.
Yeah.
Don't spill, please.
Okay.
But this is just a beautifully written song. I love it. It goes like this. I was with him when he rode into town. The crowds gathered around him like a king. The smiling faces joined a sea of branches waiting. They were masquerading in the end. My heart rose in my chest. My throat. Sorry, I messed up the lyric. Seth, you're throwing me off with your dancing. All right. When I heard them him sing, Hosanna.
Oh, I think I know this.
I sang it earlier. In the highest.
I'm gonna go check on my plane.
Okay. We went upstairs, broke the bread and drank the wine from the only living vine that we would take. And I watched them take him up the mountainside when he was crucified, though innocent. They mocked him, cursed him with their mouths, and told him to come down if he was God. My heart broke in my chest when I heard him say, forgive them. It is finished. Oh, and I remember in the garden when he sweat like drops of blood, and how he begged the Father just to let him pass the cup. And I can still feel the anger when they pierced him in the side, and how the ground beneath him shook on the very moment he died. Oh, oh, oh. I gotta get the other lyrics of the song up here. Here we go. 3 days later, we found an empty grave. The stone was rolled away where he had been. You know what that means, Seth? We found an empty grave. The stone was rolled away. Who rose from the dead? Jesus. Amen. Tears of joy stream down my face. And the angels said, oh, fear not. He is risen. All right, there it is. A couple songs. Pretty bad mistakes in both, by the way. So I hope you have enjoyed a little live time. I did notice I can see straight through my house to the front, and the UPS guy is in my neighborhood, and I do have to sign for a package whenever he comes to the door. So I have not been able to see many of the comments. Let me see if I can pull some up. Have there been any meaningful questions in the chat? Bradford, send me a text message if anyone has asked anything that I should answer. Oh, Bradford's got to go. Bradford just had a, well, Bradford didn't, but his wife just had a baby. So Bradford is like, Bradford and I have not seen one another for weeks. And Fuller as well. Actually, I saw Fuller not too long ago. I stopped by his house. Seth made himself a snack. Looks like he got 2 pieces of bread over there. Is there anything in the middle of them? What did you put in there? You put butter in it. Seth loves butter. Come here. Oh, there's the UPS guy. I got to go sign for this. I'll be right back. Come with me, Seth.
What?
Hey, how you doing? Can't touch it. I'm gonna wash my hands, okay, Seth? Because I touched the package from the outside. Who knows what's on it?
Is that probably that guy's hand?
Probably his hands, yep. So I'm gonna wash mine. I think maybe the YouTube can hear us from inside here.
What?
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
The camera's on, so maybe. All right, come hang out with me, Seth. Okay, so they said we hear you. Yeah, so I just received a package from UPS, and UPS said come inside because the light on your face is like super harsh. There you go, Seth. Now they can see you better. UPS said they're not having people sign packages right now, and they signed for me.
Face tests.
I said, yeah, I asked him if my face can work. And yeah, someone asked me if that's it. No, that's not a new guitar. I've had that. That acoustic I was playing, I've had for a long time. A lot of people have asked for Graves into Gardens. Do you know that song, Seth?
No.
You turn graves into gardens. Do-do-do-do. You know what it means? Graves into gardens? What do you think? What is a grave? What goes into something that's a grave?
Like their gravestone.
I know, but what is inside a grave? Somebody who is what?
Dead.
Yeah, somebody's dead. And what happens in a garden? What comes out of the ground? Something that's a what? I know, but the plant is the opposite of dead.
Alive.
Alive. Yeah, so graves into gardens means something that's dead coming to life. Who makes that possible for us?
God.
Yeah, God. Jesus does, Seth. Because of the song we just sang, right? This is Seth's celebration dance. All right, maybe I can sing one more. What's a song that I should sing?
Echo.
I haven't sung songs in a long time.
I know.
I feel like it's been a long time since I've done songs. If I can hook up to my, what did I do with my pick? What is the deal? Even in a live video, it's like picks. You can't keep them, Seth. They just,
I know where it
what
is.
happened to it? Did I put it over here? Where is it? Did it drop on the floor? Onto the floating floor, Seth? I can't find my pick, so I think this might be over. I really just had a plan.
Another one.
I really just had a plan to sing 2 songs,
I'll
which
get you
I've already
another
done.
one.
Okay, you want to go upstairs and get me one?
Yeah,
Get me
I'll
a-
give you your,
Get me a green one.
okay.
Can you do that? Seth's gonna get me a green one. Let's see. What are we gonna do here? I'm gonna look at the songs I've done before that I know I have chord charts for. Oh, here's one. I have never sung this song, Sea of Victory. Nah, I don't know about that one. You know what? Here's a song we can do. I love this song. Living Hope. You got me a what? What, Seth? Oh, a McPherson pick. Is it a green one with a little triangle in the middle? Oh, Seth, you have done well. This is my son. Come here, buddy. I have something to say.
Maybe it fell down there.
This is... Come here, Seth.
What?
This is my son, in whom I am well pleased. Good job, boy. That's what God said to Jesus. That's why it's funny. All right.
Come on.
All right. What key am I going to do this in? How great the chasm lay between us. Let's see. That's E. How great the chasm, by Bradford, lay between us. How high the mountain I could not climb. In desperate, there's no parental supervision. Seth's got the chips. Desperation, I turned to heaven, spoke your name into the night. Then through the darkness, your loving kindness tore through the shadows of my soul. Hey, you know what else you can do, Seth? I'm sorry to interrupt this song. Just realized that my phone is not plugged in. You see the cable right down there?
Yeah.
Can you plug that cable into the phone so that it doesn't die?
Huh?
Because I'm telling you, my phone did not have much juice when I started this. Let's plug it in right here. Can you do it for me, boy?
Wait.
Oh, I can't reach. Oh, wait, hold on. We got to move the phone. Help me, Seth. One day, I have dreams, Seth, that you will be a production assistant for me at worship tutorials.
It's not loose.
Could you do that for me, Seth?
What?
Would you help be a production assistant
Yeah, sure.
for worship tutorials? All right.
Yes.
So, we had to interrupt Living Hope to take
Who
care
is
of
that?
a power issue.
Who
That
is
is Thoboli. Says, hey man, is that what you want to know? Seth is going to be a YouTuber one day too. It's going to be awesome.
I'll tell you what my channel's gonna be.
What is your channel going to be about?
Wait.
All right, here we go.
It's
It's going to be Seth World. I'll help you set it up, Seth. I'll help you make videos too. Dude, Seth, your videos are going to be so awesome. We're going to make them together. I'm so ready. Seth, I think they can hear you chewing your chips. It's like a tambourine, right? How great the chasm that lay between us. How high the mountain I could not climb. In desperation, I turned to heaven, spoke your name into the night. Seth's eating chips over here. You can really hear him. Through the darkness, your loving kindness tore through the shadow of my soul. The work is finished, the end is written. Jesus Christ, my living hope. Who could imagine? Sorry. Somebody's talking about you're chomping on the chips. This is really a raw live stream. How great a mercy our could fathom, such boundless grace. The God of ages stepped down from glory to end my sin. This video is sponsored by President. Not a sponsor. The cross has spoken, I am forgiven. the King of Kings calls me his own. Beautiful Savior, I'm yours forever. Jesus Christ, my living hope. Hallelujah, praise the one who set me free. Don't do that. Hallelujah, death has lost its grip on me. You have broken every chain. There's salvation in your name. Jesus Christ, my living hope.
It needs an S so it will make more sense.
No, don't push any of those buttons. Came the morning, sealed up Seth, your YouTube career is promising because you're already getting corporate sponsorship now. Your buried body began to breathe out of the silence. The roaring lion declared the grave has no claim on me. Here we go again. In the morning, that sealed the promise. Your buried body began to breathe out of the silence. The roaring lion declared the grave. Seth made a lion roar and has no claim on me. Jesus, yours is the victory. Oh, hallelujah, praise the one who set me free. Hallelujah, death has lost its grip on me. You have broken every chain. There's salvation in your name. Jesus Christ, my living hope. Jesus Christ, my living hope. Oh God, you are my living hope.
This is a chip.
Tostitos, not a sponsor. Seth, I should make more videos with you more often. What do you say?
Yeah.
Yes, they are equal parts chaos and hilarious, in my opinion. I wouldn't eat a chip that way. It would get stuck in your teeth. All right. What time is it? You know what, Seth? It's 5:15.
People still comment.
They're still commenting. Yes. Seth, people actually watch these videos. Can you believe it? They find worship tutorials worth watching. So I thank you. Seth and I actually have math homework to do. What do you say, Seth? You ready to do the math? Seth is not a fan of Common Core math. Seth is like, 10 plus 3 is what?
13.
13. Why do I have to think about it in terms of tens and ones? Why can't I just say 10 plus 3 is 13? Why not? I don't know, Seth. You got your mommy's brain, that's why. You're real smart. Which is good. Seth, you just tanked. These chips are gone. Not a sponsor. Raise a hallelujah. I've actually never played. Have I done Raise a Hallelujah on acoustic on the channel? I don't think so, Seth. Raise a hallelujah. Don't pour Fresca on my guitar. I raise a hallelujah. I don't remember the words. Louder than the unbelief. You gotta do this. You gotta do this thing. This. I just know it on electric guitar. This. You just do. Nah, I don't need a guitar. Don't bring a guitar down, Seth. Look, I already have one.
It's not like you said.
Whoa, Seth. Oh, we almost took out the phone. Gotta watch the cables. Nah, don't bring an electric. It's okay.
I'll be better next time.
You'll do. You were great this time. But don't bring another guitar down. It's okay. Okay? All right. I think I'm done here. I think this live stream has run its course. Many times these things go on far too long. But yes, raise hallelujah. I'm going to sing in the middle of the storm. I'm going to sing. This is the female part. I'm going to sing in the middle of the storm. Louder and louder. You're going to hear my praises roar. Strum it, Seth. Oh, you got to come closer. Here we go.
Okay.
So part of what we got to do for Seth, since he's out of school, you have specials at your... Seth just goes to the public school down the road, and Chatham County Public Schools. And hey, what are you doing? So one of Seth's specials is music. So here, what did we learn about? 8th notes, 16th notes. I'm gonna sing in the middle of the storm, louder and louder. You're gonna hear my praises roll up from the ashes.
Make him sing a
will
song.
arise.
Oh, he said make him sing a song.
I saw that. Do you want to sing a song?
Yeah.
You want to get one of your Spanish songs to sing?
Yeah.
Go get one. You can sing it.
Okay, be right back.
Seth's in the dual language program at school, so he's learning Spanish. All right, come back and sing us a song, boy. Here we go. Ready? Okay.
Con ello, yo, yeah, wait.
You got to get in the frame.
Mess up.
Okay, you can start over again. It's okay. All right. I don't know if he's coming back to sing a song or not. You coming back, Seth? I don't know. I gotta turn the video off soon, boy. Come on. You guys have any questions for me? I can answer. We can do a little Q&A. I know you've probably been asking questions this whole time. If you have some, if they pop up, this is where they come up, right on this part of the screen for me. Are you gonna sing your song? All right, he's got a song to sing.
Now you sing.
I don't know this one.
You sing it.
I don't know. You sing it and I'll sing with you.
No, you try to do it first.
The Chicago Conference. I saw a question about that. Yeah, the Worship Innovators Conference. I don't know. I actually have meant to reach out to Matt
Can you sing it now?
and Loop
Can you
Community
sing it
about
now?
that, but I'm not sure what's going
Daddy,
on with
can you
that.
sing it now?
I don't know how this one goes.
Just try.
It's also in a language that I don't know.
Try. Just try.
Con el juego todo lo que puedo.
Pretty good.
How many of you speak Spanish? Seth has a Spanish song here.
Say tacos if you did.
No. Just say sí. Yo, how do you say I speak Spanish?
I don't know.
Habla español?
I'm gonna
Yo
sing.
hablo español?
Yeah.
Okay, sing your song. Sing your Spanish song.
Con el yo llego todo lo que puedo. Me gusta que vaya muy alto hasta el cielo.
Keep going.
Ya vuela a bajar. Yo llego sin parar. Con el yo juego todo lo que puedo. Me gusta que vaya bajito está el suelo. Ya vuelve a subir y me hace reír.
Yeah, high five. What did that
Todo
say?
lo que no puedo.
Oh, he's reading some Spanish, some comments. Okay, read that comment from Daniel Arias. Read it. What does it say?
Todo lo que puedo. Me gusta que vaya.
Oh, it's going off the screen. There it is.
Está el cielo y just got it.
You just got it. What is that song about? Do you know?
It's about someone doing a yo-yo.
Someone doing a yo-yo? Here, maybe.
I'll sing another one so you might get it.
Okay, Seth is going to sing another one. Seth, people are saying that your Spanish is excellent, but they said it in Spanish. Okay, you got another one?
Let's see. Next one up is Josina y su foca. Woo! Fui a la feria en febrero y una foca allí gané. Una foca requete fina que se infla. 1, 2, 3. Fabulosa nadadora. Esa foca, como ves, y se pone muy furioso cuando la pelisca.
I don't know if my music
Bien.
accompaniment goes.
I'm
there.
done.
Good job, Seth.
Who
Well-
said? I think you said hair, Brian.
Huh?
Someone said hair, Brian.
Hair?
Hair, Brian.
Hair Brian? I don't know what that means.
I just need to show you something.
Okay, are you showing me or are you going to show them? Someone asked how old you are, Seth.
6.
Almost 7. His birthday, Seth has an early April birthday. So you know what that means. You've seen the memes about people who are celebrating their birthday in late May or early April. It's going to be Seth and Mom and Dad. That's about it. But we've got some cool stuff in the works for you, Seth. Trust me. All right. Any other questions? We can answer them. Mark, excited? Yeah. So you were planning to come. Oh, Seth's playing Minecraft. So Mark, you were planning to come to the Worship Innovators Conference. Yeah, I don't know. So that's in June. I don't know. I don't know what's going to go on with that. What did I do, Seth? Yeah, there's definitely no audio on this thing. I don't know what I did. All right, I'm going to try and figure this out. Audio. Where do we get audio? I'm back. That is weird because I literally did nothing. I did unplug my phone. Well, that was just power. I don't know why it would. I don't know. Yeah, so now it's. I don't know what happened. This is why Bradford needs to be with me. Bradford is like the technology guy. Although not with video. I'm teaching him though. Yeah, so if the Worship Innovators Conference gets postponed, that's a bummer. But yeah, I don't know whether that's going to happen or not. So, that's in June. All right, audio's good. Thank you guys. Sorry that it went away. This live stream has been a hot mess, so I don't know if I'm going to keep it up on YouTube or not. But at least we got to hang out together right now. Any other questions that I can answer? I think I'm going to end this thing pretty soon because, like I said, Seth and I'm scrolling through comments on the phone over here. Boy, this is just great content. I need to have the video open somewhere else so I can see comments. But I don't. How do I do that? I wonder if I go to my own channel. How do I go to my own? How do I see my own video on the computer? What tripod do I use? Chad Mitchell asks. I love like video gear comments because I rarely answer those. Hey, I can. Yeah, I can see it. Boy, this image doesn't look too bad, seeing that it's a front-facing camera. So yeah, tripod do I use? I have my main tripod for my video work is a Manfrotto. It's like the cheap, so Manfrotto is a pretty high-end brand that's made in Germany, somewhere in Europe. But they do make a made in China line. And they're a little bit cheaper, but they're still really good quality. So I use that as my main tripod. I have some other tripods by Mefoto, M-E-F-O-T-O, that are really compact. Like you can pack them down into like, something that's about like this wide by about that big around. And they're aluminum, so they're pretty lightweight. They're pretty nice. For my, no, you wouldn't want to use that Manfrotto. For this, I've just got like a cheapo, well, let me show you. Newer, this is the brand, Neewer, and you can see it here. It's just a little, hey look, there's Seth. It's just a little light stand, and then I have, this is just a little clip that you can buy that goes on the quarter 20, I think that's a quarter 20 mount that you can just put it on pretty much anything. So this is actually really nice. If you're streaming your services, and I've said this in a video, like you don't need super complicated, expensive stuff to stream. You need good lighting. This is terrible lighting. You don't want like a really bright background without bright. I should have a big light right here, but I just wanted to make this thing feel a little bit raw, organic, if you will. But yeah, just put your phone on a tripod, power it, although make sure that you're powering it doesn't negate your audio, which seemed to have happened for a bit. And then, yeah, just stream off your phone. It's easy. Newer. Newer is Newer. Okay, thanks, Fret to Fret. I did not know how you pronounce that. But that makes sense. N-E-E, Newer. Got it. Graves into Gardens by Elevation. Yeah, that's going to be on the list for sure. That's a good one. Here, I can scroll through some comments up here. Can I improve? So there's a question about ad-libbing, spontaneous singing. I'm not a big spontaneous guy, personally. Like, that's not something that I do, so I don't know how well I can speak into it. But I do believe that better moments of spontaneity are born out of preparation and experience. And so I have heard people who do lots of spontaneous moments and do them well, and they'll say the same thing. It's just doing something, being ultra prepared allows you to move around within the moment, and everyone sort of can stay together better. If you're doing spontaneous worship, I think a big part of that you have to make sure is shored up is your personal times of worship. That comes out of a personal relationship with Jesus. Yeah. So I wouldn't say that is my that I'm like some expert in spontaneous worship. So, all right, got some more questions. What is the best worship overdrive pedal? I just think the best overdrive pedal, period, is the Ibanez Tube Screamer or any variant of that. There's tons of that stuff out there. Like I personally really like the full tone full drive. I actually use that a lot in my Axe Effects patches because they have a full drive model in the Axe Effects, and in Helix patches, the Tube Screamer is the most used one that I use. Harvey, I like tape delay or like a digital delay, depending on the usage. Yeah. Fret to Fret asks me what my favorite book of the Bible is and why. Here's an interesting thing. I did some stuff at seminary once, and I heard a seminary professor say that he was talking about the Gospels. This is an interesting story to me. And he said Mark was his favorite of the Gospels, the book of Mark, followed by Matthew, followed by John, followed by Luke. And those were his favorites in that order: Mark, Matthew, John, Luke, I think, something like that. The order doesn't really matter. Here's the point. He said the book that he had spent the most time, the gospel that he had spent the most time in his life reading, meditating, and studying was Mark. The book that he had spent the second most time in his life in was Matthew, or whatever the second most favorite one was. Next was John, next was Luke. His point was that the books that he had, like the book he had spent the most time studying were his favorites, because that is where the Lord had spoken to him the most, and he had seen God move in his life through the Bible the most. And that's the same with me. And I would say my favorite book is James. And so and the reason I say that is because I made it a point once in my life to memorize the book of James. I didn't get very far. I memorized all of chapter 1 and some of chapter. And James is like not that long of a book. So if you want to memorize a book, it's a good one, and it's a very, very good book. So every book of the Bible is I mean, it's hard to say one is better than the other, right? And so this is a really interesting question, Fret to Fret. Thank you for asking. And so I can say part of James still: consider it pure joy, my brothers, when you face trials of many kinds, for you know that the testing of your faith, I don't know if I have it all, develops perseverance. Perseverance must finish its work so that you may become perfect. Something like that. But anyway, so yeah, that was the book that's probably my favorite. I don't know if I'd say my favorite. I really do love history, and I love science. And my dad is, incidentally, my dad he's retired now. He was a history teacher, and I was a science major. I was a chemistry major and a biology major. And so I really enjoy Old Testament books. And the more time I spend in them, the more I love them, because of, what you can learn about the history of God's people and how that informs our faith and develops our faith. Yeah, so I could just go on and on about that. But anyway, David says, I know that this thing is coming a lot. Thoughts on, and this is nothing new. I'm not going to dwell on this, or I'm not really going to even give thoughts on this, but David Archibald says, thoughts on controversies around Bethel, Bill Johnson, Hillsong, etc. How do I say what I want to say without being mean to people? Or saying something I don't want to say something I would regret. There are YouTube channels that basically are built on attempting to discredit what other ministries are doing. And so, and I don't think that is a good thing. So, I don't know, and I don't engage in those videos either. I mean, there are a whole series of videos that you can watch from different channels, basically talking about how Bethel, Hillsong, etc. is evil. Elevation Church, any ministry that has any sort of traction at all in the world, you will find people who will hate on them. And I don't go to Bethel, I don't go to Hillsong, I don't go to Elevation, although I'm not far from them. And I know some people who are involved in them. If I had an issue with them, rather than make a video, make some public declaration slinging mud all over them, what I would do is try to have a meaningful conversation with somebody involved in leadership in their church. That is what the Bible tells us to do. Matthew 18 lays that out. If you have a problem with a fellow believer. Now, I know that you can't just get Brian Johnson on the phone, or Bill Johnson rather, on the phone and say that I have a problem with you and I want to talk to you. He's probably not going to return your phone. Like, Bethel's not going to return your phone call, right? And the Bible tells us to beware of false teachers. I am talking a lot about this. I know of these ministries through their music, and the music that Bethel and Hillsong and Elevation, the songs that they make, that they release, are powerful, and they have allowed me to worship and allowed me to lead worship and let people see the gospel in new and inspiring ways. And I haven't really heard songs from them that are heretical. Is that the word? That are against anything in the Bible. I have listened to messages from all of these ministries, really, and I have heard really good things. I have not listened to, like I said, I haven't done a deep dive into all these videos that are trying to discredit them, or all these people who are trying to discredit them, and so I haven't really vetted all the evidence. So I'm not making any statements one way or the other, but I will say that I will have no part. Personally, worship tutorials, like our groups on Facebook, this comes up a lot, and we have to kill this stuff a lot. But we will have no part in trying to tear down the ministry that another church is doing. That's my statement. Because I don't think that it glorifies God at all. All right. I'll say a few more things. If you see something from a ministry that absolutely defies the Word of God and the teaching in the Bible, then you shouldn't pay attention to it. That's all I'll say about it. Okay. All right. Any other questions? Thanks for asking, though. I know we at Worship Tutorials, we have not broached that topic. And I don't know that we will. Like, I don't know that I'm going to make videos about it specifically, just because, like I said, it's not something I want to be involved in. But I do know that it's a thing that's out there. All right. Why did I take the McNelly Chaplains out of the Jennings Voyager? Chad asks. I tried the Chaplains. Here's the thing about that Voyager. So it came, that Jennings guitar, it came with McNelly's Stagger Swaggers. Those were great pickups. Chad sent me a pick guard with the Chaplains in them, and because he's like, check these out. So I put them in, and they're really cool. But I kind of like the Stagger Swaggers a little better, just because they've got more of that sparkly, single coily and a humbucker kind of thing in them. And so I put them back in. That's all. That's the only reason. The Chaplains are really good pickups, though. Chad says you've got a guitar coming with Chaplains in them. You'll like them. Chaplains are more of like a PAF style humbucker, so they're more of like what you would expect in like a 50s Gibson Les Paul, which is a good thing. They're very good. Will we make Pod Go patches for songs? So David, Pod Go isn't going to really have the horsepower needed for song patches. It's going to be a lot like the HX Stomp. So you'll be able to get an amp and a cab and a few effects, right? So we will be making patches. Like all of our Helix patches will also be available for Pod Go when we get one, but we will not probably be able to make song patches because those require a lot more complicated effects stuff in them. All right. Any other questions? Keep them coming, guys. This is good. David, or Derek, sorry. Thank you. Appreciate that. Appreciate the encouragement. All right. So it's 5:39. Seth and I, like I've said many times, several times here, are going to have to do some math. Seth, are you ready to do some math? It's only 2 lessons. You ready for some math, Seth? He's over there like, Mark Adams asks, how is Fuller? You want to do stuff? Oh, we'll get it. It'll be fast, boy. Fuller's doing well. So Fuller is the things that Fuller does aren't really stopping with what's going on. So he works from home and he produces a lot of music. He works with me and we do a lot of stuff with worship tutorials, which is all still up and running. And a lot of people are at home and on their computers a lot. So like YouTube stats are anyone like on that makes YouTube content's getting more and more views and things like that. That he is contracting with a church, and they're still up and running. Like he's doing their live streaming stuff, leading worship for their online services. So yeah, Fuller's doing well. He's, he and his wife are quarantined in their, well, not quarantined, but everyone's at home right now with their 4 kids, and so I'm sure it's a it's a circus at his house probably, since they're all staying. Everyone here is that I know is staying inside for the most part, which I think is what we should not. I think it's absolutely what we should be doing. Yes, Mark, you ask a really good question. Here's Mark Adams' question. What do I think? Should churches live stream or upload pre-recorded videos? So I think that if you, like New Hope Church, where I attend, for example, live streams every week. And so it's something that they're used to doing, that they've done a lot, that they can recreate and do pretty easily. They didn't have to like buy a bunch of equipment and learn how to do it, in a week. And so for churches like that who are used to live streaming, who do it all the time, I think live streaming is great. If you've never live streamed before, I'm just going to tell you, it's going to be way easier for you to make a video, pre-record a worship service video, whether it's just some songs and then a message and then another song, put it all together in a video editor, whatever you use, doesn't matter, and then upload it to YouTube. That is way easier, will be way less headache for you than streaming live. And I say that because I stream live here at Worship Tutorials. Obviously I'm streaming live right now, but typically every Friday we stream live at Worship Tutorials, and I do it up in the studio, which is that way in my house. And it's a much more, robust setup with way better audio and video and lighting and all kinds of stuff. And that almost every week is late because something is wrong every week. And it's exactly the same setup. You would think you just turn it on, open the program, push send or send it live and it works. But like the audio doesn't work. I don't know why. Close the program down, restart it, and it works. The video looks weird. I don't know why. Shut the program down, restart it, and it works. Like, there are problems with it. It is a finicky thing, live streaming is. There are ways you can do it more robustly. You have to pay for that. The more you pay, the better it's going to be. But if you're shoestring budgeting it together, it's a difficult thing to pull off well. It's way easier to pre-record a video, a service, and then push it live. And what you can do is on Facebook and on YouTube, you can set it to Premiere, which means YouTube will treat it, and Facebook both will treat it like you are live. And so you can actually like have live comment streams, and you as the worship leader or the pastor or whatever can interact with people in real time during your video, which is pretty cool. We've done it for a handful of videos here at Worship Tutorials. We've premiered them, some vlog videos and some song videos, and it's really neat to be able to, as the content creator or as the pastor, to be able to like interact with your congregation while it's happening. It's actually awesome. And I think it's better than, I don't know if it's better than live, because if you're in a live video like this, you can do Q&A, you can react to what's happening at the moment. So there are trade-offs, right? But it's a lot easier to pre-record and then upload. Yeah. Mark says, it's crazy how so many churches just got into live stream. It's true. Yeah, it's like all these churches are trying to figure it out. I have some friends who are pastors locally. They're like, like, what kind of camera should I get? And in my advice, the stuff I use, like I made a video last week and uploaded about live streaming. And the stuff I use is like way overkill for what most churches would need. So I don't know what to recommend to people, because people are like, what camera should I get for like a couple $100? I can tell you what to get for a couple $1,000. Buy a Canon EOS R. That's what I use for a lot of stuff. Or a Blackmagic Pocket 4K. Those are my two camera solutions. The Canon is way more foolproof. You just turn it on and it automatic focus, automatic exposure, looks great. Everything's great. You don't have to do anything, like just push record. The Blackmagic solutions are more like cinema cameras, so you have to know what the heck you're doing. Yeah, but to get good video, you can get good video for $500. You know, I think the Panasonic G7 is a great option in that price range, but yeah, you get what you pay for, typically. All right, this video is getting long. Thank you for hanging out with me live on my porch. I don't know, my neighbors have probably been hanging out with me too, so nobody's come around asking me what the heck I'm doing, so who knows. Yeah, I don't know what kind of content. Like I said, way up top in this video, my wife is if you missed it, my wife works in research. She's a research scientist. Her PhD work actually was in influenza, and what she works on at her lab at UNC currently is HIV. So she's well versed in virology. That was actually what part of what her PhD was in. So they are currently doing research with looking at different drug treatments for coronavirus. Or for this coronavirus, I should say. So yeah, so she's essential at her job. The university is shut down, but she's still going in to work. And so she does have a few days a week that she's able to work from home. So that allows me to make some content. So I don't know exactly what I'm going to be doing over the next few weeks. I say few weeks. I think we're going to be in this thing for at least 8 more weeks. The president wants us to be done by Easter. I don't think that's happening. I know too much about science and immunology and epidemiology, and it's not hard to see what the data shows. So I think we all need to hunker down, stay in place, not spread this thing, and save as many lives as we can by doing that. So yeah, I don't know what kind of stuff I'm going to be able to get done here at Worship Tutorials. I will be putting some stuff out, that is for sure. I got some exciting things on the horizon with acoustic IRs, acoustic impulse responses, including one of this very Martin D35, and including some of my McPherson stuff, which sounds incredibly good. The McPherson cam rail that I have, now this is a world-class, fantastic acoustic guitar. The McPherson cam rail makes this thing sound like it's not made out of wood anymore. That guitar is pretty amazing. So yeah, so I'm excited about that. Acoustic IRs coming with different microphone options and things. I've got Earthworks sent me a microphone not too long ago that they sort of tailored to acoustic guitars for recording acoustic guitars. And I've done some experiments with it. I'm kind of going in a weird direction here, but I've done some experiments with it. So what you can do is, with Axe Effects, you can do something called tone matching. So what it does is it takes the signal you're giving through your guitar, and it takes a reference signal, and it compares the two, and it creates a custom impulse response to match them. So what I did was I took my acoustic guitar, I fed the direct signal into the Axe Effects, then I mic'd it at the same time, fed that signal into the Axe Effects, and I told Axe Effects to tone match the direct signal to the mic, and push the match button, turn that thing on and off, and it does make your direct guitar sound exactly like the mic'd guitar. And from there, I created an IR for that, and I put it in my Helix, and it works. So like you can transfer that sound to any device that uses an IR. So I'm excited to start exploring that, because it's something that I've honestly wanted for a long time, is how do you get a mic'd acoustic sound direct? That's the holy grail guitar tone. LR Bags has a product coming out that's doing that, where it will like listen to your guitar, and then I think it uses an iPhone or a smartphone microphone to create that tone match thing. But this is like a way higher end version of doing that kind of thing. So that's what all these pickup makers and stuff, you know, really what they're trying to do is create the mic'd sound of a guitar direct. And even like the Anthem is what I have in this guitar, and all my guitars have an LR Baggs Anthem in them. Those sound fantastic, but they don't sound like putting a really nice microphone in front of your guitar. Of course you can do that, but then you get all kinds of feedback issues live. Anyway, that's coming. Watch out for it. Thank you guys for hanging out with me during this entirely long live stream. This was fun. This was good. You know, I've been home for like over 2 weeks now. I'm sure many of you are in the same boat. So we need community together. This is a way we can get it. Even though we can't really see one another. If this was a Zoom call, we could. But yeah, I hope you guys are all doing well, staying healthy. Be in community with people that you know, in your church, with your loved ones, with your family. Find ways to reach out to people. Use technology like FaceTime and, you know, video conferencing, that kind of thing. Use it to your advantage and love the people that are close to you and around you, and stay well. Thank you guys for watching. See you next time. I'm going to try and end this gracefully. Look, my thumb, the X button is right by the camera. I can never end a live video well, but I'm going to try. Bye, guys.